Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you haven't seen any of my content before. I post videos about planning and language learning, so if that interests you, then feel free to hit the subscribe button or check out any of my other videos. That would be super awesome. I said I was going to make this video a couple videos ago. I'm going to be doing it mostly for myself, but also because at the beginning of the year I love watching everyone else's language plan videos. It's inspiring to me, and also I get some great ideas that I can steal and add into my own routine. So I'm just going to be talking about what my plans are for the first quarter. I am going to be, updating my goals as the year goes on, because I don't think that just making goals for the entire 12 months is extremely beneficial, especially when everyone's life situations change so quickly. On the screen right now, you can just see me planning in my Hobonichi weeks. This is kind of generally how I do my Hobonichi weeks planning at the beginning of every week right now. I am omitting some stuff that I just didn't want to put on camera, but if you don't really want to watch that, this doesn't have to be a visual video. I'm mostly just going to be talking about my language goals and wanted to have something up there for everyone to watch. So yeah, quarterly, so I'm just going to be talking about the first few months of the year, and then ideally I can make another one of these videos a few months down the line, talk about how I felt like the goals went, and what's going to be changing and what's going to be new. So as much as I might have mentioned in videos before that I also am kind of learning Mandarin Chinese and French, I'm going to be kind of not completely dropping them, but not spending a whole lot of brain power on them at the beginning of this year, mostly because I just want to focus on kind of my number one language that I'm learning, which has always been Japanese, and I just want to achieve quite a few things in it this year. So this first bit of the year is, at least right now, Japanese only. I don't like to make year-long goals, but if I would like to make one, I would like to say that by the end of the year I want to be an N3 level. I would like to take my N3 exam, but last year all of the JLPT tests got canceled in Canada, and taking one does require me to travel a little bit, so it's not extremely convenient for me, and I do want to focus on being safe with everything that's happening in the world, and keeping health and safety as the number one priority over getting a piece of paper telling me that I did good. So I would like to be N3 level, but I don't need the piece of paper saying that I'm N3. But if I have the opportunity to take the test, I would like to do it just as kind of a test for myself, basically. So that would be my year-long goal. If we're talking about right now, I want to be working towards speaking. And by that I mean I don't not that I don't speak now, but I definitely don't speak enough. I don't have a lot of people around me that speak Japanese, and I don't want to pester my friends and be like, hey, can I speak Japanese to you? Because, that's not, I don't want to bother people. So I would like to maybe find a language partner, and I would maybe like to start doing some italki lessons, but I do think that that maybe would be a second or third quarter of the year, because right now I really want to go through the Genki 2 book kind of again, because the first time I did, I mostly did it as test prep and not necessarily really trying to sink all of the material into my brain forever. So that's kind of my plan. I would like to be doing a chapter a week, and I do also the workbook as well. So that would kind of be my main textbook for the moment. Just kind of an everyday, always doing my Anki and my Wanikani. Just Wanikani because I find that's the best way for me to learn the kanji, and I still have quite a few to go, as well as Anki being a great way to learn new vocabulary and force myself to maintain vocabulary, because even the ones that you know really well will pop up every month or every couple of months, even after a while. So just as an everyday thing, I want to be doing my Wanikani and Anki. And then I have a really, not an easy time, but I feel very comfortable reading written Japanese. I like to follow Japanese social media accounts and read what they post, try to read what's trending on Twitter in Japan when I feel like I have the brain power for it. So although my reading is definitely not perfect, my reading is much better than my listening and speaking. So I would really want to focus on kind of consuming more visual media. I'm setting the goal for myself to consume 2 hours of visual media in Japanese every week. So that can be TV shows that are animated like Doraemon or kids' cartoons. That can be anime. That can be like J-dramas. That could be kind of any of those things, or watching Twitch streams or YouTube. Although Twitch streams are kind of cheating a little bit because I do enjoy reading chat and that's reading. So maybe not Twitch streams, but any kind of that visual media. I know 2 hours doesn't seem like a lot in the grand scheme of how much media I consume in general in English, but it does kind of hurt my brain after a while. So 2 hours I feel like is a good goal to set for myself at the moment to kind of up my listening, as well as kind of, discover some more Japanese YouTubers and Japanese TV shows. As far as reading goes, if you are a part of the WaniKani community, you probably already know this. If you are not, but you're studying Japanese, WaniKani has a fantastic message board, and there's so many kind people on there who are great at answering questions and are funny, and everybody there is learning the same language. It's a great little community. WaniKani message boards, people will start book clubs where everybody gets a hold of usually a manga, but sometimes a light novel. And every week, everyone will read a certain amount of pages. Sometimes people will go to Discord and there'll be a read through. But everyone will keep up and read together and answer each other's questions. And then there will be sometimes a Google Excel spreadsheet where people will post vocabulary. So if you're kind of newer and you don't have as many vocab words, you can keep the spreadsheet open and kind of follow along with the spreadsheet as you're reading, which is super helpful if you're kind of reading something that's maybe a little bit above your level. So Haikyuu is very popular right now. If you don't know what Haikyuu is, it is a manga anime about volleyball, and I am already a part of the Haikyuu book club, so a goal for me is to kind of stay active and keep up with the Haikyuu book club. So that's my reading goal. So all of this together is what I would really like to do for the first couple months of the year. And then ideally, if I can do all of this, if I can really get some more grammar points down, I would feel less useless as like a speech partner with a Japanese person learning English. I don't want to, commit to a language exchange if I don't feel I have enough of a foundation yet, which I guess you can kind of say forever, but I think maybe in a couple months I will feel more ready. So that's kind of what I'm working towards with Japanese at the moment. I would like to introduce Chinese maybe in Q3, Q4 of the year. I really enjoy Chinese, but it's not my number one priority, and I really need to focus on Japanese with the free time that I do have and the energy that I have for learning languages. I know a lot of YouTubers say, oh, post in the comments, and then they don't actually read them. But when I say, tell me what your language goals are in the comments, seriously tell me, because I have been binging so many language goal 2021 videos this week that it's actually ridiculous, and it's taking up my entire recommended now. So I really do want to know what everyone's goals are. If you're learning Japanese, feel free to, let me know how you're learning kanji, how you're learning grammar, what language you're coming from. and what languages you want to hop to after Japanese if that's something that you want to do. But yeah, that's my video. I hope you also enjoyed the little mini plan with me as well. I love these coffee stickers from Sticky. And I hope that any of you who are learning a language, you do your best and that you get where you want to go. But that's all from me. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.